Okay, so just a quick video here. This is a no-brainer because I've got that Kobra S1 Max on the way, and I've got to try and stack 4 AMS units. So I've played around with all those other ideas for the Kobra 3 Max and 3v2 with the tables and stands. They were a waste of time. So I jumped on Tinkercad, 10 minutes on Tinkercad, came out with a perfect design. It's just a table to allow the second Ace Pro just to sit behind the other. First Ace Pro, you'll be able to flip the lid up because it's going to sit high enough not to interfere with it, and then the second one goes on top. Can't get any easier than that. So all it is, and I'll upload the files for you all, you've got one table piece that is orientated like that, 2 bottom feet orientated like that, and you'll notice that they've got recesses in them. And that's for the 4 leg pieces. So they'll simply slot into there and into there. And what you'll end up with, hopefully, if I can do this without it all falling down, and it's going to take a bit of effort, so I'm just going to quickly just dry fit the pieces in here. So those will go in there. The other ends will go into these, which I want to do. Ooh. So you'll just end up with a table like that to stick the AMS on. Couldn't be any easier. That way you don't have to fart around for 2-3 days printing some of the other solutions. Cheap, cheerful, and you're welcome. And I actually broke the budget today and hired a cameraman. I've got Damon behind the camera, which is why you can actually see me, because he works for beer. Really cheap. Thanks, Damon. And thanks, everyone. Right, and there you go, one assembled table. Just remember, when you put these pieces in, you're going to have to press hard. Make sure they go in solid. I'm lucky I got a tile floor here, so it's good to push them down hard on that and really put some weight on them to make sure they pop in. There's not much tolerance there, they're a tight fit. But once they are together, they ain't going anywhere. So, yeah. Nice table for your Ace Pro, Ace 2, whatever the heck you want to put on it. And here's one set up with the Kobra 3 Max with 2 of the Ace Pros. So, like I said, very simple design. Just allows one to sit up at the back, and the one at the front will give you enough clearance that you can open it up and do what you need to do without having to get something that you're sliding in and out. So, yeah, easy, cheap, cheerful. Meanwhile, I've also got another version that I've been working on over here. I was actually doing this one for the S1 Max because that's got 4 Ace Pros. On this side, I made a lower version of that one I've just been showing you. And if I bring it in around the side, you can see it's just the top part with some legs. And the reason for that one is it gives enough clearance for the cables, this front one, to slide underneath. And then if you open up this one at the back, it gives enough clearance for this one at the front to also open up because it moves into the same space. Taken up by here. So you can push them closer together. Again, save some desktop space. With this version, however, idea was something slightly different. With this, the idea was that you could have this set up like next to your printer. Excuse the gaudy stuff, that's my wife's cabinet table. And I've got 2 Ace 2 Pros here, so let me show you what I'm doing with these. Right, ta-da! So that's what we end up with, one stuck into the other. And of course, again, without having to slide anything out, it gives you enough clearance to pop this up, change your spools out, close it down on both of them. So I know some people like those versions with the drawers that they slide in and out of. Personally, I found them pain in the backside to print, whereas, you know, these things, you've got a bottom, a top, and the legs, and they just slot into each other and you're done. So cheap, cheerful, easy to make. Files available via the links. Have fun, folks. Right, so here's the 3 stands that are on the file. just for you to look at. So basically we've got the simplest one of all, and all this one's designed to do is to lift one of the aces up high enough where one can sit on that, and then in front of it can go another one, and there's enough gap under there to pass cables through, and snake them at the back and bend them around to go into the printer. So let me just go and grab two of the aces and show you what I mean. All right, so here we go. So here's two aces, and as you can see, you'll be able to push them up close to each other. And the reason for that is the way it's designed is that normally you'd have to give yourself some good clearance to be able to lift the lid up. But because this one's raised at the back, if you actually open that one up, that gives it more space for the one in front to also open up. So you can get those things pretty damn close to each other if you're trying to save on desktop space. And as I said, all the bowden tubes and the power cable, they can come out the back of the front one, pass under this, out the back, and then you can run all your leads to where they need to go. So that's number one. So now let's move on to the mid-size one, and let's stick a couple of aces on there. All right, in this case, they're going to need to be a little further apart, but it's just enough of a stand where, once again, all your cables can come out of the one in front, and you've got unfettered access to them, where you can just open up either the front or back one for changing the spools quickly. So again, keeps them both pretty close together, and minimizes the amount of space that they're going to need to go to the printer. So that's those two. Let's move on to the big one. Right, and this one, great if you got plenty of vertical height next to the machine. You can stack them both one under the other. So the bottom one has got space to open up for you to change your filaments, and this one then on top can open up wide. But where this one saves space is in this plane here. So you can push this up against the back of the desk and leave a lot of space free at the front where you can have your tools and other stuff lying around. And then both of these stuff comes out the back and will run to your printer. So, and with these designs, of course, the fact that they can all slide around. I mean, this thing, slide the whole thing around easily. You'll be able to get to the back, so if there's any stoppages, you'll be able to get to your tubes, you can get to your wiring, your switches, etc., etc. So, you know, there's lots of ideas on how to stack these things out there. This is just purely to make it as simple and as quick as possible. It takes a couple of hours to print these. Now this one is just simply one piece, printed that way on the bed. Once it's done, peel it off, you're good to go. This one, that top section up to there, that's one piece, so you print it upside down. You make the four little legs, you print these little pieces here, and then you just jam it all together, no glue required. And a similar thing here, you got a top and a bottom piece that you print with the with these little leg openings facing upwards. You print the four legs themselves, they all slot together, and you're good to go. Now, one thing, these will need a 420 by 420 printer to print these tops. So something like a Kobra 3 Max, Neptune 4 Max, Neptune 3 Max. You're going to need a 420 by 420 bed. This one, the one that you're actually looking at here, that's 430 across because of this gap between the legs and the thickness of these legs. So that one won't actually print on the Kobra 3 Max or any of the 420 by 420 printers, unless you, where you got these bits, instead of printing them face up,
you put it diagonally across the bed, but then you'll need supports to fill the gaps and do this bit. So I actually printed these on the Orange Storm Giga because that's got a massive 800 by 800 bed. But I've also included in the file one that's thinner on the legs. The legs aren't quite as thick as this. They're not quite as sturdy, but it is thinner and it will fit on a 420 by 420 bed. It's actually 410 across on the revised one. So there is another version that you can do on a smaller printer. But anyway, those are your options. And of course, other options are just find a flaming shelf somewhere in Walmart or your store or in your cupboard and use that. But these will get you up quickly, no frills, no sliding drawers, no top mounts on the rails, just simple printer stands that'll give you space to stow your cables neatly and be able to open and close your printers with ease. Have fun with them.